game commentary, hot on the presses right now as we jump into a game between TheMax and Hera. And the reason why I want to cast this game is because last time I streamed, I was watching some games of Hera, and the first game, it crashed, and Hera was doing a really nice build order. The second game, it was it wasn't a very good game. It was just a really quick, very dominant game by the other player. I can't remember who beat him, but yeah, Hero lost it. But we're going to go into this one now, which is going to be a 1 versus 1 on Arabia. It's probably going to be Huns, but it's not. Yes! Yes! Guys! Praise Ensemble! It, it is not Arabia Huns. It is Japanese Mirror on Arabia. Awesome! This is going to be great. And for those of you who are unaware, TheMax, he is a Finnish player who is very, very, very well known for his arena play. But I think more recently he's kind of been switching out of that and playing other maps as well. He's a very good player. Also, I believe he's done a lot of AI scripting. I think, if I'm not mistaken, TheMax was the creator of Barbarian originally. The Barbarian AI, which is one of the best AIs for Age of Empires that actually exists. So, he is a very, very good player. But I will be interested to see how he plays against Hera here, because Hera is obviously, very much up there in Arabia Huns. But the question is, this is Japanese. Will it play differently? I'm very, very much looking forward to this game. So, TheMax in the blue, up to the north of the map, and down to the south in the green, in token green, we have Hera playing as the Japanese. Hera from Canada, of course, and Hera is... like I said, pretty much usually a 1v1 Arabia Huns player. Definitely a 1v1 Arabia player, though. Although earlier he was playing some Land Nomads, so maybe my perception of Hera is a little bit warped. I don't know. Actually, I'm really hoping that he signs up for the Out of Sync Cup. I think it could be really interesting to see him play. I believe Hera's a pretty young player as well. There's some very young players out there. Loiza is, I believe, 16. I think Hera is also 16 as well, which is pretty young for Age of Empires. Let's be honest. I mean, I'm 22, and I was a little bit too young for Age of Empires when it came out. So these guys are like, what, 6 years younger than me? That's pretty, like, they must have picked this up quite a lot later in their life. So after Age of Empires 2 is well past its, like, heyday on the MSN's gaming zone. I don't know if it's fair to say past its heyday, because obviously... Age of Empires is still thriving. We've had some really big tournaments recently. But you know what I'm saying. So, pretty awesome. I used to play it back in the MSN Zone days as well. But I was terrible. I mean, I was just like 8, 9 years old. I didn't know what I was doing. I was playing deathmatch like a noob. But I had a good time, and that's really what matters. So TheMax then, I was about to say this earlier, I wouldn't be surprised to see a drush here, and he's going to do that. 6 minutes and 30 seconds, and the barracks is already halfway up, which is actually pretty early. Normally, in a drush situation, players won't tend to put their barracks down until 6 minutes 30. He did it slightly earlier, which is fine, and that's probably because, his mill and his lumber camp cost less, so he saved a bit of wood there. The earlier drush can be nice. Now, the Japanese bonus doesn't actually come into play until the feudal age. Have a quick look. The infantry attack 25% faster starting in feudal. That needs a big red line underneath it. Starting in feudal. So the key here for the Japanese drush is to keep those militia alive. Because if you can keep them alive, and you can make 5 militia as well... You're in a situation, or he'd probably just do the 3. He's saving the other 50 for Loom here. But you'll be in a situation where you could go into man-at-arms. You can take advantage of that faster infantry attack speed. And that can really do some huge damage. Obviously, in this situation, the militia won't attack faster. They won't do a little bit extra damage. Etandel, interesting little factlet there. They were born, these guys, well, not these guys, but Hera, if he is actually 16, that's what I've heard. I don't know if he actually is 16. I feel really bad if he watches this video and he's like, hang on a minute, I'm like 27, what's he talking about? I was told that Hera's 16. I might be wrong. But that means that they were born the same year as Age of Empires 2 came out, which is like, That's just huge. Anyway, Max coming out, the Max coming out with his Drush, and unfortunately getting attacked by 2 wolves, so this one militia on the front is down to 13 health already, which is ridiculously low. Also, Hera, I want to have a quick look at his map, because the Drush coming in, he's actually he's built out really far forwards. He's got a very open map here, no real close tree lines. But he has got a nice backwood, and the gold's fairly close to his TC. But these berries aren't the best, and his villagers are going to go ahead and fight. He has got loom, and he's on the way up to the feudal age. And I think Hera's plan is a little bit different. You see he's got the 3 militia rather. He's going to upgrade them to man-at-arms. I think that's what his plan is here. He wants to go feudal, and he wants to do the man-at-arms upgrade. And the reason I say that is, well, he's got 50 gold already. He's got the 200 food in the bank, so he can do that upgrade straight away. And he can take advantage of the infantry attack speed. So it's worth it, man. It's worth it. However, he's also coming forwards on the left side with a archery range, getting his forward on, and the Max is just defending with a few walls. So he's got a really nice, easily defensible map. And, I mean, that's really nothing there, is it, to wall that up. Interesting stuff, but the man-at-arms upgrade is coming in. I was right, of course. I should take my head and reduce it in size a little bit. But yes, the Max here. His Drush going strong still. His weak militia still not taken out there. And he's harassing this berry line pretty nicely, preventing those villagers from working. Man-at-arms is done. And interestingly enough, Hera didn't send them back. He sent them forwards. Nice snipe on the scout. It got stuck. And there's the man-at-arms as they try and bust through this house. And Hera's going to drop a watchtower on this as well. And if there's one thing that I would say, or say about Hera, is he's a very aggressive player. I mean, look at this. He's a very aggressive player. And what he's doing right now is actually ideal for this kind of situation. This tower will prevent the Max from realistically re-walling this. He's killed a villager, and he's going to bust down this house as well. Now, the Max throwing up a tower in defense, and bear in mind, the Max is an arena player originally, so he is very well accustomed to dealing with these situations where the pressure is on the walls. And he's going to try and quick wall up on this right side to prevent these guys getting to the gold. Will he be able to do it? Of course he will. This villager going to get that last bit of wall on. And the Max is safe and sound once again. But uh-oh, this is why Dry Arabia is much more popular. Because look at that, there's a hole. There's always a hole. And Hera has found it. With his man-at-arms villagers, they're coming through. And he's going to start to find some villagers in this wood line at the back if he can. Now, he's not really got the best setup here to fight villagers. Man-at-arms are not the best raiding units. He's not got fletching on his archers. But he'll find a villager anyway. And he has cleaned up this drush on the back, leaving a couple of villagers idle. Now, the Max doing man-at-arms as well. This is the kind of thing I like to see. This is what it's all about right here. Man-at-arms coming in, and I don't know, maybe he got wind of the fact that we are watching this game, and he wants to give us a bit of a show. So, man-at-arms for the Max right now, which is fantastic. And look at that, 5 man-at-arms queued up. Gonna be fantastic to see. And as long as Hera doesn't have fletching now, I think this whole area, this whole army, these villages can get cleaned up in the back of the map. This could be horrible, because for Hera, there's no escape from here. The only way to get out of this area is either through the TC or through here. And if the Max is clever, he is clever, he's going to stonewall this up and block these units in the back of his base so he can slowly and deliberately butcher them with his man-at-arms. How beautiful is that? It's going to be so nice to see. Hera's with his forward here. A lot of archers coming out. He really needs to get himself fletching, but he has no blacksmith. And looking at his lumber line, yeah, he's got enough villagers there. He should be able to get out a blacksmith fairly soon, and I think that would be the way to go, because a little bit more range, never going to hurt, and a little bit more attack power as well. It's going to reduce the amount of shots he needs to kill those pesky villagers. But Max is taking his time. He's taking his sweet time. He's got all the time in the world, it seems. He makes it look like he's got all the time in the world anyway. 6 men-at-arms inside this barracks, and he's not even going for the butchery route. Man, I did not expect that. I expected these guys in the back to just be chewed up and chomped on by Max. But no, he's counter-attacking. And in a situation where you're being forwarded, often doing a counter-attack is actually one of the better things you can do, because your opponent is wide open. And like I said earlier, I mean, Hera has got a very open map here. There's no doubt about that. His map's pretty bad, but he's not bothered to wall it up, because he's thinking, hey, look, I'm in the back of the Max's base. I've got archers on the front. There's no way that he's coming at me now. I've got him where I want him to be. But he is very wrong. He is sorely mistaken. And although the Max is like running out of space, slowly but surely, getting whittled away, he's feeling the heat. You've got units on the north, units on the south. Fletching is surely going to come in any minute now for Hera. He's sending that counter out anyway. And he is going the long way around as well. I mean, he is taking no chances of being spotted here. He's going all the way around the back. But still, I think Hera is in a situation where he should have this game at this stage. I don't realistically see how Max is going to bring this back. But if he does, we can bring out those Wallow comebacks and make a big deal of it. So in come the man-at-arms at the back of the map. And Hera's got a long way to run back to the TC. These guys are going to come in, +1 defense. Hera is not noticed yet. And we're going to see a couple of butchered villages in the back here as these guys attack a little bit faster as well, allowing for a little bit of extra attack damage coming out. Nicely done. Hera doing fletching right now, though. And he might want to send some archers away now to try and defend this. Max is doing a couple of skirms. He's got fletching himself, actually. And I like how he walled these two villages in the back here to chop some wood. That's kind of amusing. But hey, look at that. Hera here. 2 villagers down, and more villagers going down in this wood line as well. He's even brought a wolf in. The wolf gonna finish the villager off. Fantastic. Wolf getting a villager kill. You don't see that every day when they're being baited into your opponent's wood line. Wow, Hera losing more villagers. A wolf kill again, it seems. And just, oh, fantastic. Just so good. Villagers on this back wood line going down. Hera, 45 population. TheMax, 50. And look at this absolute clusterfuck of villagers on this left-hand side. I mean, there's no other way to describe that. I was trying to, you know, rack my brain for a better way to describe that situation. I couldn't find a better way to describe it, so clusterfuck it was. And I mean, they're all kind of just idling around on that wood line. It's pretty messy. Hera's got a ton of archers, but his economy is not in a good position. 22 villagers versus 38. The Max just isn't making the most of his villagers' time here, but he has retaken the score lead. I want to see those Wallow comebacks in the chat. Let's get those Wallow comebacks out, because the Max has retaken the score lead now with that man-at-arm raiding. You just don't see man-at-arms raiding very often. But man, did he make it work. And I think that's it. They're going to go down now to the TC. But he's doing his own eco damage on the other side of the map as well. He's cleaned out the units in the back, so he's going to retake this lumber line. Although saying that, how is he going to retake that lumber line? There's a lot of houses there from Hera, and he's going to continue to make skirms. Oh yeah, those comeback hypes. Love it, love it, love it. He's continuing to make some skirms here. Oh, this is such a nice game, guys. It's so good. Man, Hera right now, you know, he's holding this front aggression here, but these scabs, there's a lot of scabs out, military-wise. Max is at 10, Hera's at 17. But he's doing padded archer armor. That's gonna make it difficult. 5 versus 4 armor, so 1 damage per shot. These archers need to fire 30 times to kill a scam here. And the scam's gonna have a massive attack bonus against these archers, plus fletching. There's a potential for a real bad... Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's me. Like, how's he going to take wood? Well, he's going to demolish Hera's houses with his villagers here. Villagers, so the... Oh, you've got to love them. You've just got to love them. Taking down those houses. The house goes up in flames. And I hope, you know, this is... Oh, just, come on. Why would you choose to watch Arabia Huns all day when you could watch this? That's what I'm thinking right now. So nice, and he's doing some more man-at-arms at this barracks as well. Fantastic, fantastic stuff. But it, you know, the Max is by no means clear of this yet. He's certainly made a good play. He's certainly made a good comeback from that situation, and I think it's safe to call that a comeback. I mean, Hera was a very long way ahead just a moment ago. That eco rating hurt Hera massively, but yeah, I think it's really, really worthwhile to say it's a comeback. But at the same time, I think the Max isn't over it yet. He's not over it yet. He's recovering slowly. He's rebuilding this. I love the way this looks. This is like a real good looking base, isn't it? I mean, if you could score this base out of 10, I want you guys to score how good this base looks. What would you say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10. I'm not going to say what I think because I don't want to influence you guys. But give me a rating in the chat. That'll be nice. Hera's looking for another angle of attack, though. And he's going to find one by the looks of things. This palisade getting whittled down. And Max forced to build an archery range here to try and delay this. But it's not going to work out for him. He's bringing the skirms over, though. And that should be enough. Oh, 11 out of 10 from Crazy Garon. 8.5 for Fleximax. Elvinor, 8.65. That's very specific. Sheep Slaughter, 9 out of 11. Oh, God, you guys. Please, don't do this. Oh, man. Maybe I should have said best out of... wait, how... Oh, Jesus, you guys. You're terrible people. You should feel bad about yourselves. 7.8, too much water. Yeah, I like this lake. It's nice. It's a shame about the fire in the back. But, you know, I think that adds character, you know? A little bit of fire in the building. What was a medieval town without a bit of fire from here and there? I mean, they didn't really have much fire safety back then. Anyway, like I said, Max is definitely not over it just yet. He's nearly got enough to go to the Castle Age, which is actually very good. But Hera is already up. He's 45% of the way there. And although Hera right now is behind by 18 or 16 villages, sorry, which is a lot. 16 villages is a lot. Those villages are gathering a lot of resources. Although he's behind, he is up to the Castle Age first, and he's going to be getting ready to pressure on the front very soon. But here comes the Max again. Man-at-Arms. They strike once, they strike twice, they strike 3 times. And the villagers are gone. Yeah, I mean, he's going to find some more villager kills in here. Why is he not focusing down this one? I don't know. This guy is probably going to get another kill. But Hera's unable to defend his wood line. And that is not good. I mean, he's already low on villagers now. He certainly can't afford to be losing them to a few men-at-arms as well. The power of that Japanese infantry. This time, yeah, he's bringing out the big guns. He's bringing back the archers. Oh, I've got a really itchy nose. It's horrible. I can't help it. It's so itchy. Oh, man. More villagers potentially going to go down. But a hail of arrows comes down with these men-at-arms. They defy death multiple times. How on earth are they doing this? It's unreal. These archers are so inaccurate. I think these guys need to install scopes on their bows, because they can't hit shit right now. The power of ballistics, everyone. But yes, Max is about to hit Castle himself. But mass skirms. He's got max skirms. And what is Hera's response? Well, first of all, what's the Max seen? Well, he's not seen the stables. He's probably seen that siege workshop, but he's not seen these stables. He's certainly not seen these knights, and those knights can be very potent in this situation. Max bringing out a couple of spears, though, so maybe he did see the knights after all. He might have seen one kind of hanging around here, but really, really nice. AoE needs to implement some new fish AI. It would definitely give Call of Duty a run for its money. But yeah, the Max right here, 2 monasteries, and like I say, arena player, what do you expect? Monasteries coming straight out, couple of monks, conversions for days, and well, I think Hera right now would probably be wise to just stick to his guns, continue making archers, and do the crossbow upgrade. And there it is. He's also doing bodkin arrow right now. Obviously, that's worth it. He's doing bow saw as well. He really needs to work on his eco. I think the Max might be doing a second TC. He is. It's at the back, right next to this gold, right next to this wood. It's so cramped in here. But he's making such a pretty town. It's you know, he could be the winner of the next pretty town contest on on AOK Heaven. This is, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. A couple of monasteries. He's so cultured. And Redemption coming in as well, so we can convert. I think Redemption is to convert siege. You know, I should really learn these texts. You just don't see the monk texts enough. Redemption is to convert enemy buildings. Alright, that's the one. I thought it was to convert siege, to be honest with you, but I am probably just a massive noob, and that's why I didn't know that. But yeah, Redemption coming out. Obviously, crossbows here are going to be pretty good. Max is making an interesting army. Hera's still got the advantage, and Hera's retaken the score lead as well. So, you know, he's down by 12 villagers, but he's retaken the score. Max is now doing Sanctity, and I know what that one does. That's for extra health. 15 extra health to be precise. But he's going to go ahead and try and get some conversions now on this barracks. And I think he's going to pull off 2, unless Hera is able to get away. Of course he can get away. This is Hera. He's such a fast player. His micro is off the scales. Off the charts, man. But yeah, I mean, let's check. Is this 15 health for Sanctity? I'm pretty sure about that. Yeah, Jaspy, it's buildings, but obviously it is siege as well, as you point out. Like I said, I was pretty sure it was for siege. I just didn't read the whole thing, because I kind of wanted to show you the game and not the tech tree for too long. Anyway, Max now doing Elite Skirmisher, and this is amazing. This is so amazing. Hera has been outside of his base, banging on his doors for so long. This is like a real siege right now. It's a real, like, war of attrition kind of style game. Yet Max, he's still holding on in here. And he's still playing on and winning as well. Maybe not winning. I don't know. He's got the score lead. Is he winning? You tell me. Is the Max winning or not? It's hard to say, really. I mean, Hera should be able to win this game from this position. He's got all the cards in his hand. But the Max is making a real good job of this. And if he can break out now, if he can bust out of these walls and this sort of forward and actually push this back, could be huge. Hera, surely he's done a Mangonel. He's done 2. He's doing 3. And I mean, a Mangonel now is going to be great, unless of course they get, unless of course they get converted. Hera letting his military stray a little too far to this TC. But that's fine. The Max now, of course, with his Mangonel out, it's going to be spotted easily. These houses getting cleaned up in the back. I love that, though. I love how Hera just, like, decided, oh, you know what? I'm Japanese. I'll build some houses with your houses. Our Japanese townsfolk can live together in harmony and peace. It'll be beautiful. Unfortunately, it didn't quite end that way. Max is mad. He's like, how dare you? How dare your townspeople live in my town? Go back to where you belong. Which is in Hera's side. Well, maybe not. I mean, Hera's hardly got any houses over here. They're all over here. They're like camping out at the side on the hill. They're looking over at Max's town. They're like, God damn, I want to live in that pretty town. Look at it. It's so nice. And Max is having none of it. He's like, this is my town. Get out of here. Anyway, Hera's got the upper hand in Mangonels, and that is the key, really. But how long will he have the upper hand in Mangonels when there's this many monks here? Max can just convert them. At the moment, the players are both kind of going back and forth together. There's not really been a solid commitment to a fight, which is why I keep going on these random tangents. But that could happen very soon. I mean, I think we're getting to a position now where things might start getting to a little climax. Who knows? Monk going to get flattened by a Mangonel. This angers the Max. The Max postures on the right-hand side with his Mangonels. And he's going to bring down that watchtower. Good riddance, he says. It's been there for way too long. I can't believe we're at 40 minutes of game time and we're still dealing with, like, Castle Age. This is great. It's so good. Anyway, Hera's micro is going to be great here. A nice split, but oh, he can't micro against this. This is too many Mangonels to micro against successfully. He'll get 1, but he's going to have to run away. He can't out-micro 4 Mangonels. It's just even the Viper, I don't think, could do that realistically. But in come the Knights, and these Mangonels have been baited away by the easy targets that are these crossbows. A bad fight for the Max, though. He loses all his Mangonels in an instant. Hera's going to clean up. Oh my god, the Mangonels here absolutely killing it. The Monk's going for the conversions on the Knights. Only 1-2 converted. 1 or 2 of these Mangonels also converted, though. And although the Max looked like, you know, he lost everything, the conversions coming in to save the day. 3 Knights got converted, 2 Mangonels got converted, 2 of the Monks still stand, and Hera's running with his tail between his legs as these Knights chase down these crossbows, and these Mangonels start pushing out, ready to go once again. Hera's got another Mangonel in though, and I told you, these guys were just posturing, waiting for the waiting to actually commit to the fight. But what a great fight that was. That was a fantastic little fight there. I say little, I mean many men lost their lives that day. But Max here continuing to push out with these Mangonels. And look at that, there's too many here for Hera to deal with. Just, oh, caught in a crossfire. Nowhere to move to, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. And the Max now taking a nice, comfortable 200 score lead. I mean, this is unreal. They're so close together in score still. But Max is starting to push out. He's starting to regain some of this control that he lost earlier on. He's going to go ahead and convert yet another mangonel and bosh that over the head there and get a conversion as well. With the mangonel. I'm not going to say any more. Another mangonel down, and Max is trading really well now. He's really starting to pull a nice advantage. 400 points in the lead. Boy, am I glad that I decided to cast this game. Like, 100% worth it. The pretty town of Max just continues to get prettier by the moment. And Hera's throwing everything he's got at this. But I think it's futile now to throw an occasional, the occasional mangonel into this situation. The Max loses one, but he converts the other. And ultimately, Max ends up better off in that situation. In the situation where Max kills Hera's mangonel and loses his own, that is worse for Hera than if Max converts his mangonel and Hera kills Max's mangonel. So Max is going up to Imperial right now. Hera also going in. I can't believe how close it is at this stage. But Max has got a big military advantage. And by big, I mean 33-0. Hera's going to lose this forward. But at this stage of the game, losing a forward is not too bad. It's not like if you lost this in feudal, where all that lost resource is going to be, too hard to recover from. And over on the right side of the map, the Max has moved out with some villagers. This is not a side sort of aggression. This is just eco. Max actually, this is probably why he's managed to go in. He actually, I don't know when he moved out here. I didn't see that. But a few farms, a little bit of gold. Why not? I mean, this is the thing. Hera should have had the map control this game. He should have been all over it with the map control. But Max has just still managed to take this. It's unreal. He's going to go ahead and, convert this mining camp. Why not? What's he got to lose? I think this... I've never seen a monk take that long to convert a building. There we go. He's done it. It took him long enough. But hey, free mining camp. No one's going to complain that. Maybe he can come and convert some of these houses as well. Some free population room. Who knows? But yeah, I mean, both of them now are going to be very close to Imp. Now, Hera's doing iron casting. Does that mean he's planning on going for more knights? Well, he's not got a stable right now. He's got no wood at the moment. But he's building a castle up on the hill. So you know what? I think he's going for samurai. 2,000 food in the bank and 1,000 gold. Samurai are coming out. I think Spirit of the Lord would be jizzing himself over this game right now. But anyway, Samurai on the way out. Just come on. Jeez, these monks. Oh no! Hera's calling GG. That's it. He's calling. No, Hera. No, Hera. No. You funny man. He's like, GG, well played. And then Max is like, GG. And he goes, aha. But I am also in the Imperial Age. And he hits him. What a character. That's so funny. So, Hera now, Samurai. What is going on? I don't know. But, Samurai, this is not a good unit choice right now. This is the problem. Max has gone for Arbalest, and we know what counters infantry. Arbalest counter infantry so hard. Hera's really got no wood. I mean, he doesn't even have a blacksmith right now because it got converted by a monk earlier on, or he lost it. I don't know. He's had to rebuild. We must rebuild. Another castle coming up in the back. And I guess, the advantage, I guess, of going for Samurai is that he can defend with the castles. But at the same time, he's doing Onager. But whoa, Elite Samurai. This is interesting. I've never ever seen an expert player go like Elite Samurai for a while. But if he can defend his economy and attack Max at home with the Samurai, that could be really strong. But he's got to be careful. There's 6, 7, 8, 9 monks right there. On the right side, the Arbalest are coming in. And what a great game this has been. Seriously, guys. This is like... This is an epic series game right here. This is a game to really go down with some of the best of all time, honestly. You don't see this every day. So good, so fun. This is what AoE is all about to me. And this is why in the Empire Collective Cup, we've tried to go with settings that are going to make some interesting matchups like this. Non-mirror civs, as well as mirror civs that aren't just aren't just Huns, Aztecs, and Mayans. So Max is coming forwards with a castle on this right side. And I think I said this earlier in the game. Rixism says we're stealing viewers from E3. That's how good this game is. Yeah, I hope so. They need to see this. I mean, this is the kind of game that could popularize AoE2 again as a real good esport. Who knows? But hey, the Max on this right side, building a castle on the front. You don't see this too often because the forward castle is more risky. Max is doing illumination. Again, I can't remember what that one does, so let's check it. Illumination does... regains their faith 50% faster. Block printing is the extra 3 range, which is the big one. I mean, that's like very strong upgrade, and he might already have it, who knows. On the left side though, Hera's pushing out. Yeah, he's got block printing. He's pushing out with the samurai, of course. The Arbalest coming in to deal with this, and the monks as well. Oh, this fight could go so horribly wrong for Hera right now. 2 instantly converted and popping off, but he's baiting them into his onagers. That's what he's doing. He's like, come here, you, I want to kill you. But hey, I don't think he's going to do that too easily. There's too many units for Max right now. 62 versus 26. But the onagers, man, this could be huge if the onagers fight well. And once again, I think we're going to see this kind of like clinging to the hill thing, posturing, and then we're going to see this fight again, which is once again going to involve mangonel / onagers, monks, infantry units this time, and maybe some ranged as well. That could be cool. Max on this right side though, coming up with this castle. Treb's coming out, and he's doing siege engineers, and that was a huge upgrade to get. Unfortunately, we didn't see it because I went to the siege workshop for some reason, but he just did siege engineers, and the reason why I say that's so important is because +1 range on the onagers is going to give him a big upper hand when it comes to fighting Hera's onagers, which at the moment do not have that upgrade. He has got a university though, so he could do it. Now, I think what Hera wants to do with these samurai is kind of try to attack on one of the sides where Max is undefended, because samurai are going to tear through buildings. The problem is, Max is coming on this right side now, and he's going to try and force the engagement over here. He's bringing his onagers around, he's bringing his monks around, he's deploying a treb. So let's see if he can do this, if he can really pull this off. Now, Hera's doing light cavalry, and I think that is the best decision to make at this stage of the game. Light cavalry are going to be fantastic for sniping the siege and the monks. Of course, the Japanese don't have great cavalry. Their knights suck. Max now doing masonry. He's got every angle covered at the moment. Masonry, of course, for the extra building health and armor. So Hera's now in a lot of trouble, and you know, he wanted to attack here, but now he's going to be forced to kind of deal with this, which is a big deal. Monks, of course, repairing the army or healing the army. He can go ahead and just get some free conversions if he likes on these buildings. With a sneaky castle on this right-hand side. I hope he doesn't give up just yet. I mean, Hera right now, 175 pop. Max on 191. And I think we're going to see what is commonly known as a base race situation in a second, because Hera doesn't give a shit about these units on the right. He's like, right, you got trebuchets, you got mass arbalest, I can't stop that. I'm just gonna go and just attack your economy. I'm gonna attack your base, because hey, look at what you've got. You have nothing. You have no castles to defend. So Hera's going to go ahead and start raiding. He's going to go ahead and start bringing down these buildings with his siege. He will leave a few units back here to defend. He's going to just lose his castles though, because he's not got any villages to repair them. But a couple of good onager shots, and Hera could be in the money here. He's got to get the money shot though. He's got to get it. He's got to get a big shot here now. Go, 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 Hera. Yes. Oh my god, so many units going down. But a conversion had another one. Huge play right there. Bringing Max down to 166 population. Hera, 161. Max got a conversion on one of the onagers though, but just shows you 2 onagers can do so much. And meanwhile, Hera is piling in here. Max though, ready with the hand cannons. And of course, the samurai cannot stand up to them. The monks at the back converting the onagers. It's painful to see that. 2 conversions of the onagers here. You can't stop the monks, man. They are just too damn good. And Hera is going to go ahead and, well, lose most of his onagers in that single fight. I think Max is going to stop that in its tracks right there. And I think at this stage for Hera, it is safe to say GG. But the populations are still so close. It's still 162 to 157. And it makes you wonder, can Hera pull this off? I would love to see it. I would love to see it. He's still rebuilding these castles. He's got gold income. He's got eco. I mean, Max is not pushing in that quickly. He's able to regroup some units back here on this hill. Games Age HD just became a Warlord. Thank you very much for subscribing, Games Age HD. Much appreciated. Welcome to the Warlords. Let's see those Warlord hypes in the chats, guys. Let's see that. Oh, this is going to be great. One more shot here. Treb's going down. Two of them very low on health. But man, these monks, they're getting so many kills. Surely now the other Trebs will die. Uh-oh, not attacking it. But honestly, this game is nuts. Absolutely nuts. But yeah, I mean, these monks, man. These monks from Max are just insane. I don't even know where he's got him. I can't see any monks anywhere, yet every time Hera pushes in, conversions all over the place. But I think now there's a lot of light cavalry. I don't think the monks are going to work too well. Let's see if Max has got some relics. No, he doesn't. Has Hera? No. No relics for either of them, which is a little bit of a shame. But I don't think necessary, too necessary at this stage. So, oh, there's the monks. There's two at the back. Light cavalry going to push in. +2/+2. Obviously, no bloodlines instead of the Japanese. Oh, wait, no. I can't remember. Japanese don't get bloodlines. No, what am I talking about? Why did I even doubt that for a second there? No bloodlines. But yeah, they died pretty quickly. And Hera's just throwing in these units here. It's not enough. Even some pikemen now coming out for Max as well. And surely Hera's got to realize he needs to get himself siege engineers so he can actually deal with this and get some range on his onagers. But still the populations are the same. There's 2 population points in it. Hera has a bigger economy. He's got 137 villagers. Max has a bigger military, 63 military units. And Hera's coming in to kill these monks. And that was a good fight for him. He might lose the rest of these units, but if he takes down the monks, it's worth it. Because those monks are expensive. 100 gold a pop. And if you lose them to light cavalry, not a good trade to make. I think it was a good fight from Hera there. Hera's still got a lot of resources. Max is really low on gold now, so he's going to be, just pumping out the trash. Which is all well and good, I guess. I mean, trash is also very good. Yeah, Japanese got bloodlines in AOF. So, I mean, that's why I thought for a second, like, Japanese don't get bloodlines. What am I talking about? But, yeah, in AOF they do. So, I guess there's that. But yeah, more castles coming over here. I don't know where he's getting all this stone from, but he keeps finding it somewhere. He's rebuilding off on the left. He's, like, got a good area of eco up on here. But I think Hera needs to get some more military out. He's really outnumbered. I mean, he's nearly 3 times less military than Max right now. Which is quite scary, really. Max is kind of holding back, though. He's going down for the going for these castles. Hera's going to grab himself what he can of this stone. What else he can? This gold, sorry. Maybe he'll try and repair this. Maybe he won't. He's got 7 stone from another castle. Maybe it's worth trying to get another castle up. Who knows? But either way, at the moment, Hera's got gold. Max does not. There's a lot of pikemen here. But again, pikes die very quickly to onagers. A couple of nice onager shots and they'll go down. But he's got to hit the shots. He's got to hit them. And it's not always easy to hit those onager shots. In goes the pikeman. I don't know where they're going. I mean, you don't see pikes for raiding very often. He's going to go for halbs. Japanese halbs, very good, of course, thanks to that extra attack speed. All infantry is affected by that. But, of course, if they spread out, it's going to make it difficult for the onagers to clean them up. But the castles are going to do that anyway. The castles are going to clean these up so quickly. These guys are like bits of paper when under a castle. They just flop over in an instant. Just death, 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 death everywhere. Max throwing away those units. And once again, 169 population for the Max, 167 for Hera. And what a game this is. We've had action from the Dark Age onwards. Non-stop, around-the-clock action. This is what it's all about. Max now even coming in with some light cavalry at the back, looking for some raiding. And Max still down in villages though. Hera still has a villager advantage here. Hera's still got gold advantage. Oh, he did have a gold advantage. It's flipping back and forth very quickly. The samurai quickly butchering those light cavalry there. I'd still be a little bit scared. I know there's a lot of hand cannons over this side from Max, but I think he's a little bit cautious of sending those guys out, since the hand cannons here are obviously a risk from the onagers, and Max can't afford too many more monks. But hey, he's still got gold. He still has some gold on his left side. The gold is about to run out, though. I'm surprised Max hasn't taken any relics here, because that relic gold is really going to come in handy very soon once the resources get low. So Hera's got the elite samurai just patrolling around. They're going to clean up these light cavalry if they stay and fight. On the right side, Max is trying to just kind of push in here as well. I mean, there's action all over the place. There's raiding on the Max's gold line, on the Max's wood line here. I guess Hera wants this stone, since he can't build another castle at the moment and he needs them. I think, I don't know, another conversion coming in from these monks on these onagers, I think. But once again, those elite samurai proving to be pretty useless in this situation. He needs to try and take down these units with these onagers as best he can before, you know, it's too late. I mean, these Arbalest have been alive for ages. He's making every little bit count at the moment. And, I mean, another conversion on the onager. It's like insta-convert. 2 of them getting converted. And this is what makes it so difficult for Hera right now. He's got the onagers to fight this, but every time he brings them out, the monks just convert them, and they can't get the shots off in time. So these guys are untouchable right now, unless Hera can just throw enough units at it. But throwing samurai at it is just, it's not enough. Samurai are not going to be the answer to fight this, and he needs more light cavalry in my opinion. Hera's down to 150 pop. Max is at 176, and both of them have nearly less than 1,000 of every single resource at 1 hour and 12 minutes into the game. Pretty nuts stuff. Hera's building up to these castles here. New TCs coming up all over the place, trying to keep his villages nice and safe. Raiding from the Max on the left side, of course. Very well done. And I'm surprised Hera didn't finish this mill off here. He's seen a lot of farms over that side. Oh, losing a treb, not good. But I think this is nice. He's bringing out some capped rams, and capped rams are going to tank that arrow fire nicely. Where are the monks from Max? Well, there's a couple hanging around at the back still. But that's the thing, if Hera can just hold on until there's no monks left, maybe he can make this work. But at the moment, throwing those 1 or 2 light cavalry at this line of archers is not the way to go. I think Max has got this game in the bag. It's 200 pop. Hera's down to 136. He's hung on for long enough. But I think at this stage it's futile. He can't stop this push on the right side now. The left side is going down as well. And we got Blast Furnace coming in for the Max, so his rating's about to get better. Hera though, some big shots with the Mangonel. And it's converted. That's it, like I said, every time. A couple of nice shots and they converted from a mile away. You can't even see the monk that's converting him when it happens, since he has 12 range. Ridiculous. So Hera's just throwing everything he's got at this now, but he's down to 114 pop, and all he says, I don't understand how you can micro every single monk. And I tell you what, I don't have a clue. I think the Max is secretly a magician. And I mean, seriously, these monks literally won in this game. The power of the monks, guys. GG from Hera. And saying arena skills there, I guess, but what a fantastic game. What a fantastic game. The Max prevailing in the end. He crushed this right side of Hera's base. Oh god, it was so good. He managed to just hole up inside of his walls, push Hera back out the front, and from there just dominate. But honestly, the monks, man, they killed it. They absolutely killed it, and it was just it's a sight to see. Well played. Such a nice game, and wow, just wow. So we'll leave it there for now. We still have time for more games.